Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India will become self-reliant only when farmers and villagers are empowered. And India's confirmed COVID-19 cases crossed 59 lakh with over 86,000 new cases in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 82%. A very good afternoon to you all. I'm Kanel Shambanduram presenting you the Sunday afternoon bulletin. Now let's begin our bulletin with top stories of today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said India will become self-reliant only when the farmers and villagers are empowered. Addressing the nation in his Man Ki Baat program on All India Radio, Mr. Modi said the agricultural sector of the country, farmers and villagers are the very basis of the Atmanirbhar Bharat. He said even in this hour of crisis, agricultural sector has shown its resilience. He added that in the recent past, farmers have liberated themselves from many restrictions and tried to break free from many myths. Modi said farmers have the power to sell their fruits and vegetables anywhere and to anyone. He stressed that this power has now also been imparted to other farmers of the country. Kuria MLA also lashed out that the newly sworn-in ministers from the other political parties are being awarded for supporting the candidates filed by the government in the recently held Rajya Sabha elections. He also termed agitations by supporters of dropped ministers regarding recent cabinet reshuffle as a shameful act. He was speaking at the inauguration of the water supply scheme taken up under Manipur water supply project at Kuria Sajor Laikai today. Speaking further, MLA L. Sushindro said not all the 60 MLAs cannot become minister, stating that his constituency is adjacent to the chief minister. He termed diversion of development project for Kuria towards Haingang constituency as unfortunate. He appealed authorities concerned to provide verified development schemes and projects for Kuria despite their leadership tussles. The project, which includes 0.6 million litre overhead tank and a 0.2 million litre capacity serviced reservoir, which includes a pumping arrangement, is taken up under the sponsorship of New Development Bank.
Party ma thado magalaga akoi party ma the join torpo matamda amasung party du thado pada another sacrifice amaga loina nai bata sacrifice ka sacrifice akoi gi haugi bada akoi gi rai sabha gi MP kana hon the cross voting ga tawdana hono gi basing che masijna akoi ga sacrifice awraga torpo du gi moi gi award ne na akoi smai sum thamningi han oiram basing jina demand torpa akoi gi Spain da bagi the minister lotopa yaning de ha Manipur da lei be MLA pudi makse even MLA with the government da ka le de akoi minister gi sipsedam pibi maram de kai na mana thaba khara kena fana tawrani na ada masi yamna ikai bam thui ada na sai gi appeal tawrei ba amasung reason minister sing phangau de kai na ga law kong na tawri ba lei ba sing che masi tahon janing de.
Director of Tourism Department, Wycombe Iboholt, appealed people for their cooperation to promote tourism in the state as long effort of the department will not be enough. He was speaking at the launching event of the travel website My Manipur Trip and its office at the Ghari Mamang Laikai today. Speaking further, Iboholt assured to extend necessary support to those who take up initiative to promote tourism. He asserted that it is high time for youths of the state to come forward to make a better Manipur. Stressing on the importance of tourism, he said lack of publicity is one of the reasons for lack of tourists in the state. He also highlighted the importance of the proper guidance for tourists. Director of the My Manipur Trip, Gautam Kangjam, said the new package trip will provide various benefits to people of Manipur who feel insecure to travel outside the state. He also assured to commence a tourist guiding course at the earliest. He also said people can also apply for proposed and passport and visa on the website. My Manipur trip. Director Gautam said My Manipur trip will try to open its branches in various parts of the country within the next couple of years.
Akoi masel amana amagi asobedu do hunnaba nattaba, but we can supplement one another. Amaga mateng pangnaraga Manipur da leiriba naha idea leiraba mapalam da exposure leiraba training phangaba singse masi thokpiro. We are ready to help them. Aigi talent si puthokpa mafam matam platform da uthokpiba amakak sange madu khoi tawjage. We are ready for that. Tagodabu please come out. Adunani tourism gi khoi gi logo da lambi da kai da thepda come out hidis. Yumna sumpham leirgadi yararoi. Taking advice from our elders like Pradeep Pandobam who have well versed knowledge on tourism. Ras a very budding journalist. Sumaita na khoi me aju punjalaga Manipur gi sector mayam jingi da sakholan ba makakdi sange ba.
And for the last 6 months, Thataruk se tourism is tururabne because of COVID-19 pandemic. Tourism sibu amuka hogol anabhana bada mymanipurtrip.com na aso what hodang logdore have singasi thorom sena yam chow na witness tore. I'm so proud that make my trip will be replaced from my vocabulary by mymanipur.com. Adu pandemic sena for the last 6 months egi yam na affect or is tourism ne aduna tourism sena khwaidagi affect tore tam damna hogolak tuini hogolak pasida khwaidagi chow na hogol han tourism turu base kandu je khoina ne ma pandi mi la han ge hatari da khoi manung se hana content of pandemic se content of mase hana eliminate of mathuk ta duri matu to ge hatari gadi we need to control the situation khoi COVID-19 ki situation se control to mathuk ta.
Union Home Minister Amit Saha will inaugurate Destination Northeast 2020 today through virtual medium. Union Minister for Development of the Northeastern region, Jitendra Singh, will be the guest of honor of the event. For Destination Northeast 2020, the theme is the Emerging Delightful Destination, which speaks of the tourism destinations emerging stronger and more attractive when the sector picked up momentum. The program focuses mostly on tourism and coincides with World Tourism Day, which falls today. One person died and 23 were injured in a violent clash between two villages, Aimold Chingnunghut and Aimold Kunyai, under Machi police station in Technopole district regarding land dispute. Technopole DC imposed curfew in both the villages to avoid further untoward incidents. Impact News sources said the incident occurred around 4:30 p.m. yesterday. The incident occurred when youths of the Aimold Kunyai is playing football on the controversial playground. Upon getting the news, conflict between the two villages, officer of Technopole and Kakching district police, top police officials and additional police force rushed to the areas and tempt the conflict. Police are still on the strict visits to avoid any untoward incidents. The deceased in the incident is pastor of Aimold Chingnunghut, Thangzalal, son of Wanailal. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAY-CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfinance deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies. Uripoktarang Mamlaikai, Imphal.
Contact the view Smart Industries, Lamphel Supermarket.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Sunday Afternoon Bulletin. India's COVID-19 cash load went past 59 lakh with 88,600 people testing positive in a day, while over 49 lakh people have recovered from the disease, pushing the national recovery rate to 82.46%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has climbed to 94,503 and active COVID-19 cases are above 95 lakh 64,000 in the last 24 hours. Maharashtra is still on top with over 2 lakh 69,000 active cases of COVID-19. Indian Council of Medical Research said more than 9 lakh 87,000 tests have been conducted in the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 3 crore 30 lakh people. Above 9 lakh 98,000 people have died and recoveries are above 2 crore 44 lakh. USA is on top with more than 25 lakh 54,000 active cases, followed by India and Brazil. Among the northeast states, a novel coronavirus has affected Assam the most. The state's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have crossed 1,69,000, of which 30,165 are active cases. Arunachal Pradesh confirmed COVID-19 tally has reached 8,869 and active cases are 2,400, while Nagaland's tally has reached 5,800, of which active cases are above 1,000. Tripura's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 24,725, out of which over 6,000 are active cases. There are 549 active cases of COVID-19 in Mizoram, 705 in Sikkim and 1,500 in Meghalaya. Former Union Minister Jashwanth Singh passed away in New Delhi this morning following a prolonged illness. He was 82. He was admitted to Army's Research and Referral Hospital in Delhi on 25th of June. The hospital said he was being treated for sepsis with multi-organ dysfunction syndromes and effects of severe brain injury. After a fall at his residence 6 years ago in 2014, he had suffered serious head injuries and had slipped into coma. One of the founding member of the BJP, Jashwanth Singh, served as a Minister of Defence, External Affairs and Finance and also Deputy Chairman and Planning Commission. He was elected to the Lok Sabha 4 times and to Rajya Sabha 5 times and served as leader of opposition in the upper house. He was NDA's nominee in the vice presidential election in 2012. President, Vice President and Prime Minister have expressed grief over the untimely demise of Jashwanth Singh. Old Manipur Football Association AMFA congratulated the 2 players of the state who achieved Old India Football Federation AIFF Award for Best Football Referee and the Best Female Emerging Player 2019-20. Eld Ajit Kumar Maitei, son of Let Eld Attained alias Temba and Let Eld Thoibi Leima from Lilong Chajing Mamanglekai back the Best Football Referee titled AIFF. Considering his performance had also extended his service up to December of 2022, while female football player and Ratan Bala of Kripsha Naramthong clinched the Best Female Emerging Player titled. She also placed in the Indian national football team. AMFA wished the 2 players success in their future and to bring more laurels for the state. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India will become self-reliant only when the farmers and villagers are empowered. And India has confirmed COVID-19 cases across 59 lakh with over 86,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 82%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. For more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.